Hi kids, I'm going to read a really interesting story for you. Today's story is special. It's written by a child. His name is Vrudrant Sonawane and he's in the 8th standard of Worli Seaface School. The name of the story is The Unknown Mountain. Once upon a time, there were a few people living in a village called Raat Raani. The villagers were hard-working people, but they were also superstitious and believed in black magic. The villagers used to visit a mountain top each Friday where they would light a fire. The fire would continuously burn and would never go off, irrespective of heavy rains, storms, or winds. As a tradition, the villagers had to offer 10 grams of gold to the fire every Friday. Unfortunately, the people were not able to offer gold, were thrown down from the mountain into a well. Not everyone was rich in this village, and hence were falling prey to this cruel tradition. Due to this, the population of this village started decreasing. This incident came to the knowledge of the local administration. The case was given for investigation to ACP Vijay, who was the police in charge of that district. One Friday, ACP Vijay, along with his team of investigators, reached the well where the corpses were dumped. The villager stopped ACP Vijay and his team and said that only the people living in this village were allowed to enter this area and climb the mountain. ACP Vijay grabbed the villager and forced him to tell the truth. The villager got scared and told everything about the cruel practices people would follow in this village and how they were thrown in the well from the mountain top. ACP Vijay, along with his team and this villager, went to the mountain top. He was shocked to see the fire, villagers offering gold. He couldn't make out the reason for this strange fire where the gold offered was disappearing. He came down with his team and decided to return another day when it would be rainy or windy. It was a concern that there were few men and women left in the village due to these practices. So on one windy Friday, ACP Vijay with his police force headed towards the mountain top. They were surprised to see that irrespective of the heavy wind, the fire was still active and burning. He asked one villager where the gold disappeared after being offered in front of the fire. To this, the villager replied, "No one knows where the gold went." ACP Vijay became more suspicious after hearing the words of the villager. He started making rounds near the fire and was shocked to see that someone is using a 3D hologram projector and projected a fake fire and was fooling the villagers. There was a small hole near the place where the gold would be offered. He instructed his team to dig that hole and found thieves hiding in a big cave under the opening. ACP Vijay and his team nabbed the thieves and took them to jail. The thieves returned the gold in their possession. The thieves were sentenced to life imprisonment. ACP Vijay returned the recovered gold to the villagers and instructed them not to believe in such practices and superstitions. He also instructed them that if they found such practices continuing in the future, they should inform the police immediately. All villagers agreed to ACP Vijay's instruction and lived happily ever after. Wasn't that a wonderful story? I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you continue to read and write wonderful stories for us. Bye.